welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be about me writing my future self a letter. I also want to talk about some things that I wish I could tell my younger self. If you're interested in this video, go ahead and keep watching. So a couple months ago, I received a letter from my past self for my birthday. It was quite a surprise because I completely forgot that I wrote it. Again, it was 5 years ago. It's half a decade. That's a good amount of time. I'm not going to go into too much detail on what the letter said, but it was basically along the lines of what I was currently working on, what I had hoped to achieve as my future self, how I was feeling about things going on. It was really kind of weird to receive something from my past self. It was also like, you know, just extremely interesting, kind of like a time capsule in a way, just to look back and see how far you've come. And it's just a great way to reflect on life. I want to start by telling you 5 things that I wish I could tell my younger self or someone younger. So the first thing that I obviously knew, but you don't realize to the extent until obviously you get more experience in life. I wish it was more obvious when we're younger that life does not go as planned. No matter, seems like the more you plan, the more life doesn't go as planned. If that makes sense, does not go as planned, and that is 100% okay. The reason I would tell my younger self or another younger person this is because it's so easy when you're young and not as experienced to work towards that picture perfect or planned out life, burning yourself out, working hard, so hard to get that you miss out on opportunities, experiences in life. Number 2, something that I would tell my younger self or someone younger is work hard, but also take time to reward yourself. I used to literally just focus on school, working, and that's it. Like if something came up, like something fun, I was just so determined to reach a level of success, to achieve my goals, to get where I wanted to be that may have been planned, that I may have missed out on a lot of opportunities that I may have not otherwise. It's great to work hard, but you have to reward yourself. You have to learn to ease up sometimes, and it's 100% okay, because if you're so focused, if you're just trying to do one thing all the time, you're missing out on the beautiful things that life has to offer. And again, it's great to plan, it's great to work hard, it's great to work to achieve your goals, but everything is great in balance, and working hard, rewarding yourself, that's a form of having balance, and it's really healthy, especially when you're younger, you're a lot less experienced, and you don't quite grasp that yet. I mean, some people do, but not everyone has the same upbringing, the same experiences that help shape the way they see or do things. So this is a huge thing because I went into college right after high school, and I spent years in college, and then I went right into work, and then I started traveling. I wish I did more to be able to travel sooner, even if I couldn't do it as much, obviously, because when you're younger, you're still trying to establish yourself and make more money and all that good stuff. I mean, there was an opportunity that I passed up to travel abroad. I don't regret not going, but I wish that I took the opportunity to go. I had the opportunity, but I didn't take it because I was so focused, and honestly, I just wish I traveled sooner. I think that in me being able to travel in the recent years has really helped me grow as a person. It really does help you grow. It helps you realize that where you grew up, there's so much more to the world. It's not just what's in the media. You get to experience different cultures, different ways of living, different ways of thinking, and different kinds of people, and it's really just an amazing experience to travel. Don't hold yourself back if you can, and always find a way or an excuse to travel. Right. Number 4, it's okay to not know what to do in life right away. And there's 70-year-olds still not knowing what they want to do. There's 30-year-olds who achieved what they thought they wanted to do to find themselves 2 years later changing, because again, that's not, they want to do something else. I don't think life is about knowing what to do. It's more about just growing and experiencing as many things as you can. Because let's face it, no one wants to do the same thing for like 30 years. Obviously, you might have passions and hobbies. It's okay to not know what you want to do. As long as you try new things and you're growing, it's okay. But don't be so hard on yourself if you don't know what you want to do or what you should be doing. Sometimes it takes time, sometimes it takes traveling, sometimes it takes an experience. And I feel like that's something that so many people can relate to, and just know you're not alone, especially if you're going through that now. Number 5, you know this, but until you actually live it, especially when you're young, it's not something that really sticks. People are so like always talking about, oh, when you graduate high school, you're gonna go to college, you're gonna get married, you're gonna buy a house, you're gonna have kids, and you're gonna travel the world. Well, let me tell you, life is not so cookie cutter. Yeah, they're great. People do them in different times in their life. Not everyone does all of them, and that's okay. And I think, especially as a young person, those kinds of ideas should not be so much pushed onto people, because I feel like when you're so stuck on the idea of getting married, buying a house, doing all this stuff by a certain age or right out of college or high school, that it really just like drags you down from being able to actually experience life and have these opportunities when you're so focused on trying to get those done. And in other ways, it really puts you not in a good mood. So just remember, or something that I would tell my younger self, or if you're younger, that life is not cookie cutter, and that's okay. And that's part of the beauty of it. It's okay to not buy a house if you don't want to buy a house. Maybe you don't want to get married, or you never do. That's okay. Again, don't hold yourself up to such a cookie cutter life, and you'll feel a lot less pressure. You'll probably be happier just experiencing things that make you happy, that help you grow. And when you do achieve all those things, I'm here to say congratulations. But everyone will achieve these things in their own time, in their own way. And just because you don't achieve them in a certain order or at all doesn't mean anything. Life isn't cookie cutter. Alright, so as promised, I want to talk about how I wrote a letter to my future self. So basically, I think it was part of a project or something. I heard about it in a class, I believe. If you guys are interested in writing a letter to your future self, it's called futureme.org. And basically, you can set it out to the future. It does have to be at least 7 days into the future. I know I'm gonna do it again. I haven't done it yet, but it's really cool just to get a letter from my past self, just kind of how I was in mindset, because sometimes we could be so hard on ourselves. Time goes by so fast and we forget all that we've achieved or how far we come. And I just think in general, that's just a great way to see how far you've come. So if you guys do try and write a letter to yourself, comment down below. I'm interested to see who tried it. And as always, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.